40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They go play action here on first down. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Powell. And his throw is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A good job there getting to him quickly after the catch as he's brought down right at the midfield stripe.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
54-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Second down, Howell back to pass. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Howell throwing again after the pick six. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell from the gun. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are clamoring for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for Washington. 44 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
On 1st down, Howell. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin 31 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's a diving catch right side. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Another throw for Howell. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Dotson in motion right. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Howell will throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. been so far? An absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Howell throwing on third down here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and that will keep this a 4-point game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 64 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll go play action. Howell. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Faking the handoff. Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Howell. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, McFarland. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's Tress Way now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken inside his own 40. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Again, McFarland. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Al down to throw it. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to have the Niners first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards to pick up there. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This is 2nd and 8. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Quick throw there is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Howell. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A run with Mostert up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. Touchdown 49ers. Brevin Jordan from 21 yards away. And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mostert will score. Touchdown 49ers.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to get their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend. And
oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration. They're settling in now, and it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
119 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now back to throw. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position is difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Howell. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Howell. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down, Commanders.
Howell from the gun. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. Touchdown, Washington. Anthony McFarland, 44 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Set. Let's go.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 125 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.